Greetings! Welcome to my home. This is Magic with Tamala Farron. Today we're going to work with some brick dust, herbed brick dust, for protection. And it's really simple, so let's get to work. Brick dust is usually ground from old bricks, not newer ones, but older ones. And well, my family tends to make their own. So it's not as powdery as it should be, I guess, in some paths that follow and use it. But for me, it is just fine and it works wonders. So you obviously take some of the brick dust and you put it in a bowl. Now, along with it, you can put salt. I tend to use a little bit of everything, especially if it's for the front door and the back door and it's basic protection. I'll put some nutmeg in there. One of the things I like to add is black peppercorn. And that's again for protection. And just take a bunch of that. You don't need a whole lot, just enough. Put it through. Oof, you ever smell the pepper? Okay, cinnamon. Amazing for protection. And cloves. Now, one of the things that I also want for this to work is sage, but I don't like using the white sage. So, what I normally do, and I am right here. Yeah, I walked off set. Oh my goodness. That's what it feels like. Is my bucket of sage. And what you do is you take some of the sage and you just scrunch it up and blend it in. And that really helps too. And this is just sage, garden sage. It doesn't have to be white sage. I prefer to use the white sage for smudging. And I use the garden sage for magic, for spells and mojos and poppets and brick dust. Okay, so now that you've got all this added together, you blend it. Oh, it smells so good. You blend it like so. You don't need a lot. What you do is you line on the outside of your door, outside on your porch, you put a thin line across your door. It protects your home from negative energies, from people who are just carrying baggage or negativity with them. It helps with keeping people out of your home that are trying to harm. So it really sets off a lot of energy. And as long as you put it in a thin line across, nobody should be touching it. But I would check up on it from time to time to make sure that it is still sealed and still secure and still there. At which every full moon, I would take the jar out, check to see and fix it up if it needs it. Keep the jar either on your altar or around your altar where it can continuously charge, and keep it safe. Don't let other people handle it. Don't let it become something of a, oh, that's what you use. If somebody wants some of it, package it up before and gift it to them. Do not allow everyone to handle this. You want your energy. It's charged with you and what you've done for your front door and your back door. Some people even line some of their windows, if they've got the outside ledges like I do in the front, they line the window as well. It really does work, and it's really powerful, really good. You can also add rosemary and basil to this. Great protection on both. So what I added today, we'll go through this again, is homemade brick dust. And how you get homemade brick dust, you take an old brick, and I mean like 50 years or more, the kind that really disintegrate really nicely. And you put, with that, you grind it up, you put nutmeg, cloves, black peppercorn, cinnamon, and garden sage. If you want to add basil and rosemary, that's good too. It's all an element of protection, safety, and trying to keep the negativity out of your home. This is a process that everybody should try to do. And trust me, it works. And it's real easy, like I said, it's real easy. You can take it, let it charge on your altar before you put it out, before you do whatever chant or protection symbol that you want with it. I have witch bells on my doorknob. I have protection pentacle on my door. And I also have a cinnamon broom hanging above my door. All of which adds to the protection of my home. And it's real simple, real easy. So do yourself a favor, and like I said, just line the outside of your door. Usually there's a little step that you have to take down. Just go right across that, across your door. And it's so easy. And nobody really sees it. Nobody bothers with it. Nobody pays attention to it. You'll get the odd person who technically is probably a witch as well, will sit there and go, oh, I see what you did. But otherwise, it's safe and it's good. So, thought I'd share. You take care. I've got 2 more videos going up in a little bit. Have a blessed Tuesday. So mote it be.